Good morning, everybody. This is Kay. Today I'm going to talk about my anti-aging beauty secrets. Um, it changes every month because I discover new things and then according to my body's needs, my body will tell me this is what I want this month, or this is, your when you're in tune with your body, it'll tell you like you have these cravings. Sometimes you have bad cravings, but you shouldn't listen to all of them. But when you have a craving for natural whole foods, or good teas, or sometimes I crave yogurt, and I innumerable benefits of organic, just plain. I don't have anything in them. I get the purest yogurt I can get in glass jars. And I noticed something about yogurt in Germany. Some of them are using powder yogurt now, and then they mix it with cultures and stuff. They're not making fresh yogurt. So I make sure that I read the labels and that it's not from a powder. They powder the milk or something, and then they make it into yogurt. I don't want that. So my number one, or not number one, I'm going to give you 10. And they're not in any order. I'm gonna, be spontaneous and whatever comes up. This week I've been drinking this Korean green tea with brown rice. I love the nutty flavor that the brown rice gives the green tea, and this is very light. I noticed that some teas, when you first soak in it, the first few seconds, it just turns really dark. I'm suspicious of those because it should really brew, and I like it really light. And the green teas that I've had in America, they were good. They were really strong, and it almost had a really caffeine effect. And they have a little bit of caffeine, but I like this one because it's really light, and you have this subtle nutty green tea flavor. And I drink 2 large glasses of it in the morning, and I get a light kick. That's what I want. I don't want to be like shocked, into the day, and I don't want to get this, like wow, wake up effect, and then have a slump in the middle of the day. So that's my number one thing. Number two, like I said about yogurt, I've had incredible success with yogurt. I had stomach problems for a really long time. And I didn't know it was a problem. And I would eat and eat and eat. And, I wasn't conscious of what I was putting in my body. I tried to be healthy, but sometimes I'm like, I don't care. I love food. I love all kinds of food. Pure yogurt really helped me with my digestive tract. And if you don't have a good digestive tract, you're going to have bad skin, and you're going to be in a bad mood, and you're going to, health starts in your bowels. So clean out your bowels. The probiotics in the yogurt really help. And of course, like foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, they're fermented foods, and they have high amounts of vitamin C and other nutrients that creates good bacteria in your bowels. So that was number 2. Number 3 is coconut oil. In my other video, I mentioned that coconut oil I use as a sunscreen, and it's unbelievable that I don't get, additional. I have freckles and stuff because I grew up in Texas. I didn't use sunscreen for, I don't know, 25 years, and I would get freckles, but I didn't, and I would get dark, but I had a good even tan. And then I started wearing normal, conventional, store-bought sunscreen, and it kept my face relatively light. But somehow I knew that this just wasn't healthy for me. I had this sense that it wasn't healthy. There are tons of chemicals in there. Apparently, you only need the zinc oxide and sunscreen. But I thought, you know what? Since I'm going raw, I need to start getting rid of like unhealthy makeup, sunscreen. I tried coconut oil on my face. I laid out in the sun. I didn't get a single spot, and my face remained light. I didn't get a tan. I do recommend going in the sun with coconut oil, or if you're going to stay with sunscreen, stay with a relatively good one. Read the labels. Number 3, I always try to keep my lips moisturized, because there's nothing more unattractive than people with like scaly lips. It just makes you look older, and it looks bad, you know. I've seen women with like makeup and they have like chapped lips, and I just get this one. It's a German brand. It's like $1.50. It has calendula in it, and it's a balsam. I put it on a couple of times a day, and it keeps my lips moisturized and plump. Um, I think that was the fourth. And fifth, I cannot live without my next gadget. A friend of mine told me about it, I think a year and a half ago. I can't live without it. Usually gadgets, you know, I use it for a little bit and then I throw it away and it goes back in the back of the drawer, right? This is a Clarisonic, it's called a Mia. And you have 4 different kinds of brushes. I have the most sensitive because I don't want a really, really heavy, you know, scrubby feeling. I use it every night. I use it once a day. My friend uses it twice a day. It's like feng shui or, you know, yoga for your face. It's incredible. You feel so clean. When I don't use it, I notice it right away. After I do that, I put coconut oil in the evening on my face, and then in the morning. In the morning, I actually just, with a cotton pad, I put toner on it and I just sort of clean it. And then what I'm going to incorporate this week is actually face brushing, which will go into number 6. Face brushing, or dry or wet face brushing, and dry body brushing. I did it 3 times this week. You get this little, like, you know, you want to bring circulation into your body, especially if you're not going to be moving a lot. And I know most people have 9-to-5 jobs and they have to go to work and they don't get enough exercise. In the evenings, they may go to the gym. But there's a new kind of, or different kind of health, I think. You know, concentrating every part of your body, you know, what you put into your body, exercise, yoga, running, weightlifting. I think those are all great. But I mean, this is a different type of self-care. You know, brushing your skin gets rid of dead skin, right? And it feels incredible. Your skin feels really soft. And you're doing you know, you're moving your joints, your muscles, but we're not really taking care of our skin, like our body, our face. I know women wash their faces and things like that. But I mean, your hands and your elbows, and, you know, I do it from my head, my toes, and then all the way up to my thighs and my buttocks and my hips and my stomach towards the heart. And then I even do my neck, you know, and then my shoulders, my breast, and then it gets the blood flow going, you know, and then you have more energy. And you actually feel a little bit more mentally clear. And number 8 is drink lots of liquids. I know sometimes I forget, you know, I'm busy and I go to work and I'm teaching. I don't have time to drink, and I usually forget it because I have to go early in the morning. Another thing I discovered actually in America, but really refined in Germany, was that there's some amazing teas. I talked about green tea. Green tea has, you know, catechins, phytochemicals that, you know, anti-aging, antioxidant, right, properties. But teas that I'm talking about are more sort of medicinal teas that I discovered in Germany. There's this one called the cold tea. When you get a cold, there's specific herbs. There's a liver detox tea, or there's a digestion tea. I know you can get those in America. But in Germany, they're almost considered medicinal. They are the cheapest way to keep you healthy. You get a box for like $2, and there are between 6 to 12 packets. You drink one a day, and you give yourself a light infusion. I don't like to, you know, when I was in America, I used to want to get the strongest teas and things like that. I don't do that anymore. I think you should be really careful about these herbs, herbal teas. Start very light. Drink 1 cup a day, and if you like it and you feel a difference, do a second one in that day, and then start the next day. Go slow. Number 9, I think, or 8, juices. Freshly squeezed orange juice or juicing or smoothies. Definitely. They bring moisture into your skin. You don't have to get Botox, it just plumps up your skin. Juices, green smoothies, carrot juice, antioxidant. Yesterday I did turnips with the big leaves. The turnip leaves have 3 times more calcium than milk or any kind of other sources of calcium. That's just, 1 stalk, that was all I needed for, you do it 3 times a week and you get your, full allowance of calcium naturally with the phytochemicals. And if you get it organic, of course, you're going to get the good nutrients from the soil and things like that. Last but not least, fiber. You need to keep that's your entryway to a beautiful house, right? Your bowels. If it's all clogged up, the rest people are not going to notice, or you're not going to notice what's inside of your house, the beautiful things. If the entrance is like cloggy and stinky and, unhealthy, who's going to want to come in, right? And you can't absorb all the good nutrients from the juices, from the teas, from the coconut oil, the oils, if you're drinking any oils. Your body can't absorb the nutrients because it's clogged up, and it's just going to go through. It'll take some junk away, the mucus lining that you get from, processed food. But you need to clean that out every morning. You should be going to 15 years ago, I heard this man, he's like, if you're eating 3 times a day, you should be going to the bathroom 3 times a day. Flush it out with water, juices. Go slow, you don't have to be like drastic about it, but go slow. These things really have helped me feel better about myself, about my self-care. People are waking up. I notice it more and more. People are doing more yoga, more walks in the sun. Get some sun, put some coconut oil in your face and go for a walk with your loved ones, your kids or your husband, your friends, or by yourself. I'm on a journey of self-care. I thought I was on a journey with raw foods. It's about self-care. And self-care doesn't just mean caring about myself. Once I care about myself, people see, that I'm caring for myself, and they start to do it for themselves. And you share that information, and then you create relationships. And that's another form of self-care, creating good relationship with people around you, with your work, with your, where you live, what your profession, right? And, I'll make more videos about self-care as I learn and as I grow on my journey. Like my video and ask me questions, or, if you have some tips for me, I would love to hear them. Thank you and have a great day.